Hi strangers, it's me. So, I guess good time as any. You know, I all got sick from work and I finally had to go off. Been off for almost 3 years now. And I got run over by a frickin' dog. Took out my knee. And then right after that, I had surgery on my nose for a deviated septum. And while I was in having that surgery done, I frickin' died on the operating table. Was in an induced coma for 5 days. Come out of that, got home. 2 weeks later, I had 3 frickin' heart attacks. Back in the hospital for another 5 days. Then they transferred me from the Cambridge hospital where I was to St. Mary's and had a stent put in. And that was probably a year ago now. Yeah, well, it'll be a year in October. But Jan and I are taking a frickin' vacation that's well deserved for both of us, especially her. She's been working her butt off since I can't. And we're up here in Owen Sound at a place called, well, we're staying at Harrison Park, not Harrison. And I brought her up here to see Inglis Falls. It's the Sydenham River, the upper Sydenham River, leads down into Georgian Bay in the town of Owen Sound. But I'll give you a little shot here of the history board. You might want to pause it, have a read if you want. You might get all that in. The old mill is just back over my right shoulder. I'll show you that in a bit. This is part of the Niagara Escarpment. Maybe get a little closer to that for you. I wish these damn cedar trees weren't in the way. It'd have a beautiful view of the falls. I'm going to go down there in a second. Big hole in the wall over there. Whoop, wrong way. Wrong way. And of course it's starting to rain out now that I just start the damn video. Oh look, who's that? Who's that? My little cohort. Hi honey, wave to the nice people.
Found a good spot.
Yeah, I'm coming.
You won't be able to get there.
Oh, you found a good spot, but I won't be able to get there? Why?
Stairs, up and down.
Oh. Anyways, I'm making my way down. You can see I kind of got a cane to help me walk here. I'll show you this board here. Pretty much says the same thing of all the rest of it. You want to pause and read it. But the mill is just over that bridge over there. I'm going to go down here and see if I can get a better shot of the falls for you. Stairs are not my friend.
Yeah, you really should try.
Hopefully soon, because I had the heart attack and frickin' flatline on the table, I can't have any surgeries right now. That's why my knee's not fixed. But the dog took me out good. Hit me at a full gallop, and it was probably a 70-pound dog, and the last frickin' second the stupid bitch veered to the right and completely came in and hit me like that and sent me flying through the air and landed on my back. And I probably laid on the ground and cried like a little bitch for an hour before I could finally get up. And then Jan was going to call an ambulance, and I'm like, no, that's okay, never mind. And then about 3 o'clock in the morning, I'm finally like, yeah, I need to go to the hospital. So here's a better view of it. There's the mill right there. I'm going to be going over there in a minute. He's a long ways down. The park we're staying in is just over that way. I'll give you a shot of that later on. But from where we're camped, you can walk up to the lower part of the waterfall down there. It's a nice trail, but you better have boots. It gets a little ratty and muddy. Anyways, let's try to tackle these stairs and go back up over to the mill. And I'll start you back up once I get up those.